What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy, what day of the week is it? We got Friday today. Happy Friday, August 19th. We went straight to Dumpy Town for our friend Bitcoin. Currently sitting at 21,650, down 8.7 on the day. Seeing a market cap of 410 billion. 24-hour volume, 35.46 billion. Let's hop into the chart. So what we're looking at here was a wave 2 pullback. Now we are starting to break below the 0.786. Extremely oversold on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, so we could potentially see a bounce or some consolidation from this zone. But of course Bitcoin is showing weakness. A wave 2 pullback can retrace up to 99% of wave 1. So it would be quite bearish if we lose 20.7k. I think there'd be a much higher likelihood you're going to come all the way down to this support at about 18.8, 19k for BTC. However, we are quite oversold. This was some quite swift sell-off. So if we were to bounce from this level, potentially the really bullish scenario is that we put in a wave 3 to the upside to take you up to about 28.8k. But what can happen here is we just consolidate, and then we continue to drop and drop lower. As I've been mentioning, I've been taking some heat in my comment section for the last month. I think there's a high likelihood that this is a bear market rally, and we still have one more wave down in the market. Lots of commenters. Jax, what are you talking about? The bottom is in. Get off YouTube, you sack of wine. Nobody had actually said that. It's just one of my favorite lines from a movie called Troy with Brad Pitt. Anyways, guys, so as I mentioned previously, what you'll see is you'll see the bullish cross of the EMAs. We almost had the bullish cross just as we did here in previous bear markets. We had bear market rallies, we had the bullish cross, boom, we broke down right after. Boom, right here we had the bullish cross, we broke down right after. So once again, we just about to have the bullish cross, and we're starting to see some sell-off. So basically we're repeating what we did in previous bear markets. Unless we bounce from here, we see a huge push to the upside, we break the 0.5, invalidating a wave 4 pullback. I think the higher likelihood is that this is a wave 4, and we're still looking to create a lower low in the market, but we'll have to see what happens. But this is some pretty strong bearish sell-off. As I had mentioned, on the daily, money was flowing out while price was pushing up, and now we're starting to see a drop for BTC. Now if we pop over to the 4-hour time frame, we're also watching this rising wedge pattern, which we broke down from. So we have a technical target all the way down at about 19.2k. But check it out, guys. Look at the RSI, extremely oversold. However, if we look at the last 2 times we were this oversold on the RSI, right here we consolidated. We did see a little bit of a push before a larger drop to the downside. Right here, extremely oversold on the RSI, consolidation before a larger drop to the downside. So once again, extremely oversold on the RSI, right up with these levels right here, right down I should say to these levels. So I do think there's a high likelihood that we may see a bounce and consolidation and then continue to drop. But the really bullish scenario is that we bounce from here and we put in a wave 3 to the upside. But if we look at coins like Ethereum, I'm going to do an ETH video, but maybe I'll open it up really quickly here. My ETH USD. So as I've been mentioning for Ethereum, we were looking at a wave 4 pullback, and I said, look guys, we pushed above the 0.5, which would invalidate a wave 4, but it could be a bull trap where we just barely push above it, and then the bears take advantage and push the price back down, which wouldn't invalidate a wave 4. What we'd be looking at here is an overshooting wave 4, where we just broke the 0.5 just barely. We had the bullish cross, as I mentioned in previous bear markets. When we have the bullish cross, we have a bear market rally. It's a fake signal, it's a false signal, bit of a fake out. Right here we had the bullish cross. What happened right after we had the bullish cross? Huge drop to the downside. So once again for Ethereum, we've had the bullish cross, and now we're starting to see some sell-off. So this would be the perfect rejection point, because if Ethereum pushes any higher, which of course is possible, breaks this high, especially if we come up and we break the golden ratio, we have to look at the bullish scenarios for the bottom being in for ETH. But this is basically the perfect area for ETH to get rejected to put in a final wave 5. So we'll have to see what happens. But in the short term, this is some swift sell-off. So I would expect a bounce or some consolidation. If we do just continue to sell off, we have to hold 20.7 or this wave count will be invalidated. And we'd have to look at a different wave count, or what I think is a likely scenario is that this is just a wave forward pullback before seeing one more wave down in the market. But definitely there is some potential to bounce here. Just be very, very cautious, as we could just see consolidation before dropping further. If we come up and we break about 24K, even if we come up and break this cluster of support here at about 23.6, that could be more confirmation we'd push up in a wave 3. But we'd have to see some strong bullish pressure, in my opinion. Wave 3s are usually the most impulsive waves, so do keep that in mind as well. That is it for this one. Big shout out to the Discord, where you can get my exact entries, exits, and take profits, as well as my analysis here at $10 a month before the videos come out, for my spot trades, for my leverage trades, and over 2,000 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. Great way to stay ahead of the game. Let's see how many members we got now. 2,259. Absolutely awesome. If you want to trade with me, check out Bybit. That's where I do all my trading. $4,500 in bonuses over there, up to $4,500. You can watch my full length tutorial, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.